everyone, and welcome to Sustain Life Journal Yoga. Today we're going to be moving through a 20-minute Hatha yoga class, including a 10-minute meditation. You can go ahead and get started by lying on your back in Baddha Konasana, bringing your feet together and your knees out wide. You can bring your hands in a goalpost position, allowing your elbows to come onto the mat and also the back of your hands. When you get to this pose, just allow everything to melt into the mat and just release. Today's class will be focused on improving our posture. If you enjoyed today's class, feel free to subscribe or to sign up for the newsletter at sustainlifejournal.com. Begin to lift your right hand up towards the sky and then moving forward towards your hips. Keep your elbow on the mat, feeling the stretch in our shoulder. Your hand does not need to touch the mat. As you can see, my hand definitely is not. When you feel ready, release your right hand back down to the mat, and then we'll move into this stretch on our left side. Bringing our left hand up towards the sky and then allowing it to come down towards our hip and leaving our elbow on the mat. Slowly begin to reach your hands forward to the outsides of your knees, closing your knees together like a book. And then gently draw your knees in towards your chest, moving into Apanasana. You can shift your hips side to side, massaging your lower back, and even wrapping your arms around your knees, lifting your forehead and giving yourself a nice big hug. Just thanking yourself for taking the time to take care of you. Begin to rock back and forth and then make your way into a tabletop position, bringing your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. We'll begin to move through some rounds of cat and cow pose, Bitilasana and Marjalasana. Begin to draw your belly button in, arching your back like a cat and drawing your chin towards your chest. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, allow your belly to come towards the earth, lifting your chin and tailbone up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale, moving into cat pose and arching our back. And then on your exhale, you can begin to move through cat and cow pose at your own pace. Maybe deviating a bit from the traditional cat and cow pose and just really checking into your body, checking into the tight spots, and flowing by what your intuition tells you is right for you today. Begin to bring yourself to stillness in our tabletop position, and then we'll lift our right hand up towards the sky, maybe circling out your wrist a few times, and then allow your right hand to weave underneath your left hand, allowing your right cheek to come down towards the mat and extending your left hand out in front of you. Gently begin to bring your left hand back towards your body and extend your right hand back over your head. And then allow it to come back towards the mat. And then lift your left hand up towards the sky. You can circle out your wrist a few times and then weave your left hand underneath your right hand, allowing your left cheek to come down onto the mat and extending your right hand out in front of you. Gently begin to unravel from this pose, extending your left hand up and stretching it out. Coming back to our tabletop, and then tucking your toes, lifting your hips, and coming into our downward facing dog. Allow your heels to come towards your mat and press deeply into your hands. You can bend one knee and then the other, just feeling settled in our first down dog. Slowly begin to walk your feet towards your hands. There's no rush. Making your way into a forward fold Uttanasana. Pressing firmly into your feet and allowing the crown of your head to fall towards the earth. Take an inhale, halfway lift, bringing your hands to your thighs and creating a straight spine, drawing your belly button in. On your exhale, release your head down towards the mat, coming into Uttanasana. Take a deep inhale, allowing your hands to rise up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, allow your hands to come to your lower back, moving into a small back bend, Anuvita Tanasana. Lift your hands back over your head. And then on your exhale, waterfall forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a deep inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, allowing your hands to come up over your head, moving into Tadasana, mountain pose. Pressing your feet firmly into the earth, really grounding down. And then coming up onto your tiptoes, practicing a bit of balance. Then releasing your feet to the mat. And interlacing our hands behind our hips. And we'll be moving into a forward fold. So go ahead and bend your knees generously and then allow your chest and head to move forward. You can keep your knees in this bended position or extend your legs for a deeper stretch in the back of your legs. We'll hang out in this pose for a few breaths. When you feel ready, you can release your hands to the mat, moving into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Take a deep inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, bringing your hands over your head, Tadasana, and on your exhale, opening your arms out wide in goalposts and doing a slight back bend. Take a deep inhale and extend your hands back up over your head, catching your left wrist in your right hand, and then bending over to your right side, keeping both feet firmly planted in the mat. On your next exhale, bring your hands back over your head, catching your right wrist in your left hand and bending over to your left side. Bring both hands back up over your head and then exhale, forward fold, but this time we'll plant our hands on the mat, moving into our plank pose, bringing your feet to the back of your mat, pressing firmly into your hands. You can drop your knees down onto the mat and then allow your whole body to come onto your mat. Take a deep inhale and lift your chest, pressing into your hands. Exhale, release your chin towards the mat. Press your way up into our tabletop position. Tuck your toes and shift your hips back into our downward facing dog. Lift your right foot up behind you and then bend your knee and allow your right foot to come in between your hands, dropping your left knee down on the mat and then reaching your hands up towards the sky, moving into Anjayasana pose. Don't let your right knee go too far over your ankle. You definitely don't want it over your toes. And then you can move into the hand variation that works best for you. You can cactus open your arms or clasp your hands together, allowing your hands to move down your thigh, or just allowing your hands to come to your hips. Begin to bring your hands up over your head and then allow them to come to the outside of your right foot. Lift your left knee and then move back into a plank position. Shift your hips back into your downward facing dog. Lift your left foot up behind you, bend your knee, and then allow your left foot to come in between your hands. Drop your back right knee and then lift up into our Anjayasana on our left side. And just relaxing into the pose. Refocusing your attention on your breath if you've become a little bit sidetracked during this flow. Reach your hands back over your head and then allow your hands to frame your left foot, And then step it back, moving into a plank pose. Really pressing into the palms of your hands, drawing your belly button in, and keeping a straight spine. Allow your knees to come down onto the earth and allow everything to come onto the earth. And then we'll move into our Sphinx pose, Salamba Bhujangasana, coming up onto our elbows, keeping our gaze slightly in front of us, and relaxing. Gently begin to release down, creating a little pillow with your hands and allowing your right cheek to rest on your hands. And again, just let go. Gently begin to press up and then roll over onto your back, and we'll move into our Baddha Konasana, just like we had began practice, with our feet together and our knees out wide. And again, you can bring your arms into a goalpost position, or you can extend them out wide by your sides or down by your hips, and then release into the mat. Feel free to stay in the Baddha Konasana shape, or you can move into a more traditional Shavasana pose, extending your feet out towards the bottom of your mat and opening your arms out wide. Take a few moments before fully releasing just to thank yourself for taking the time to take care of yourself, to move your body, to be present in your mind. And then when you're ready, drop into your Shavasana. If you would like to roll over onto your most comfortable side into a fetal position, to begin the process of reawakening the body to move into our meditation. Gently begin to press into your hands and make your way into a seated position To move into the meditation portion of class, you can bring your hands on top of your knees, or you can sit against a wall, on a chair, or laying down. Whatever posture works best for you. In our meditation, we can keep our focus and attention on our breath, or even the music that is accompanying this class. If we have thoughts that pop up in our mind during our meditation, which I can guarantee that you will, you can just notice them and allow them to pass by like clouds passing through your mind. I'll let you know when the meditation is complete. Begin to bring small movements to your hands and your feet, reawakening your body to move back into your day from a more peaceful and relaxed state. You can slowly begin to open your eyes or allow them to be at a soft gaze. I hope this class brought you a little bit of peace to your day and gave you a few ideas for stretching out your body and improving your posture. I really appreciate you taking the time to flow with Sustain Life Journal Yoga today. Please go ahead and leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to join the newsletter for sustainable living and yoga tips, you can visit sustainlifejournal.com and sign up for the newsletter. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.